In this video, we are going to be swapping out the factory Harmon Kardon sub in a Mark 8 Golf R for a custom shallow mount 12-inch sub in a custom box. Same custom box we had in our Mark 7 Golf R. We're just going to put it in the Mark 8 Golf R. It's got a different connector, plug, same 4 wires, but the connector is a little bit thicker and the orientation is backwards from what it was in the Mark 7. So the wires, the brown wire here on the left was on the right in the Mark 7. So here are the two wiring harnesses, so you don't have to cut any of the factory wiring. The one on the left is from the Mark 7 Golf R. That's what fits into the wiring in the hatch, and the one on the right is for the Mark 8. The wires that you need, I actually ordered this part number, 000979226EA. Actually ordered 2 of them. You're going to cut them in half and make 4 separate wires. They already have the right ends that fit into the little clip here on the right. So I'll get those wires put in there, and then we'll get it clipped in and get the new box in here and get the old sub out. To remove the factory sub, you basically just unclip this harness. It's got 2 little pinch pieces of plastic on the sides, so just pinch those in and pull this straight out. This is the wiring harness that comes out of the back wall of the hatch closest to the rear bumper. So this there's the latch for the rear hatch, so it comes out from underneath there. So we're going to use that same wiring and not cut any of that. We're just going to plug it into this new plug that will fit, and then the wires will go from that into the custom box. So this clips in that way, but I'll put those wires in here shortly and show you how it looks. So here's the harness. It's got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is the solid brown wire, and I'll work my way from there over. I've got 3 of these kind of already started here, so you can see them, how they fit in. The barb goes in flat, and the wires have these little prongs. You can see the little prongs sticking up here on both sides, and it's kind of flat. There's a good view to see how the prongs stick up. So you put those in flat and push them all the way in, and it locks them in. They won't come out. So these aren't pushed all the way in. I was just showing what they look like getting them started. All right, so I've got the wires pushed all the way into the little plastic clip. Number 4 is the brown solid wire. Number 3 is the brown with yellow line. Number 2 is the white solid, and number 1 is the white with yellow line. That's how it lines up in the factory wiring that you'll see in the hatchback here in a minute, but the numbers correspond to those. So 1 is white/yellow, number 2 is white solid, number 3 is brown/yellow, and number 4 is brown solid. So now in the hatch of the car, you can see the wiring here, the harness. So the way I have it flipped now, let me bring it a little closer so you can see. So see how the 4, 3, 2, and 1 are facing that direction? Well, when you put the harness in, you actually flip it over. So the brown wire is actually on the far left. Sorry, my hand's in the way there. The brown wire is on the far left here. This one. So that's number 4. Number 3, brown with yellow. Number 2, white solid. And number 1 is the white with yellow stripe. So now it's got 2 little raised spots here. These 2 little raised ridges go on the top. So in the Mark 7, it was flipped over the other way, if you will. In the Mark 8, it's the reverse. So you'll just clip those in. I got to wire this to the speaker box, but just showing you the way the harness clips in and the orientation of the wires. So brown with yellow, solid white, and white with yellow. So here I'm just going to remove the factory sub. All you do is unscrew this on the top, unplug it obviously, which I've already done. We'll lift out the old sub, and then this center little plastic piece, it twists and pulls straight out. You see the little locking mechanism here. Those two pieces twist. When you put it in, and just turn it 90 degrees. So here's what the box looks like before going in the car. So the wiring harness is on, it's attached, the sub's in. This will face down over that space where the factory sub was. So I'll lift it up and put it with the sub facing down. The wiring clip, it's at the top of the box right now, but that'll be at the back bumper of the car. So I'll show you that here in a second. Here's what the wiring looks like in the little plastic posts that I have installed in the box here. So it's a dual voice coil subwoofer, the Rockford Fosgate sub that I have. So I've got it labeled A and B. So the wiring from the wiring harness, the 4321, you can see the brown solid number 4 is wired to the negative on B. The brown with the yellow line, number 3, is wired to the negative on A. A and B are just the two voice coils. I've labeled them A and B just for my sanity. The number 2 wire, the solid white wire from the factory harness, is the positive on B. And number 1, the white with the yellow line, is the positive voice coil on A, or the positive on voice coil A. So you can see what it looks like there. So here's what it looks like with the box installed in the back of the car. It is the exact same height as the bottom of the underside of the floor. So the floor will actually sit flush under, on top of the box, and you won't know it's there. I've left some room to the side to put the roadside assistance kit and the first aid kit and all that stuff, and the jack and the little inflation goo that goes in the tire if you have a flat. Because the Golf R doesn't come with a flat tire or a spare tire. So all that stuff will fit back here under the floor, next to and behind the box, and then the floor will just sit on top of it. So that's what it looks like with the box installed in the car. Here's what it looks like with all the stuff packaged around the box. So it's not moving, it's not going anywhere. The floor sits on top of it, so it's not definitely not coming up anywhere. So that's what it looks like with the box and everything else around it in the hatch. Put the floor on now and show you what that looks like. So here it is with the floor in, and it looks flush there. And that's it. We're all done. Here's the Muddy Buddy floor liner installed. Fits in there good. And now I just put my stuff back in the hatch, and we'll be good to go. Thank you guys for watching. Got other Mark 7 and Mark 8 Golf R stuff. Just got the Golf R a couple weeks ago, so you'll see more videos coming out on it. But that's about it. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions on the install, the wiring, any of that stuff, the sub, all the specs. I'll put all that stuff in the video here, in the description at the bottom. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.